need it to walk, then I'm blessed. See the love I got on my flex, I'm so blessed. 20K just on my chain, you say less. I text every day to get dressed, so blessed. Been through the storm and the rain, still blessed. Had a couple heartaches and pain, still blessed. Handle the pressure from fame, still blessed. God called my name, so blessed.
Yes, I'm blessed, don't play boy, cause I got a man. Tailor-made just for this fit, I won't get the sweat.
Welcome back to another episode of the Cobain Report. I am Rocc Cobain, and this is
Cezah.
Yes, Cezah's here.
I am here.
He's
and
here.
since I'm here, see how I be cutting? Y'all see that? I used to let him just talk over everything.
This nigga don't let me get that down. Tia Mac, we miss you and come back because I got to deal with him alone. Okay? At least when our third person was here, I had to deal with just this.
Hey,
Please
man,
come back
y'all
and
know.
save me.
But listen, what I want you guys to do is stop, like, subscribe, and comment. Because when y'all comment, I get to talk shit back to you guys without even talking to you. Because when you talking to me, sometimes I reverse that shit right back on to you.
Right.
So if you like, oh, your teeth look crazy, I'll be like, but look at yours. They be like, oh, he's short. Yeah, I be like, but look in the mirror. I'm just saying.
But you big here.
You hear me? But
He's
listen.
just calling me fat.
And subscribe. Become a part of this family, man. This family is amazing.
It is
growing.
amazing. It's growing.
We moving around.
Yeah.
You might see us and you can say, what's up, cuz? But if not, you going to call me Cezah. All right?
Yeah.
So subscribe and call me cuz.
Yeah.
If not, call me Cezah.
That's
all
right. And for our people that we see out and about, y'all don't got to be weird. I be seeing y'all too. I know who follow. I be in there. They be looking like, you the nigga on the podcast. I be at the liquor store like, yes, that's me.
Hey, yeah, I get that a lot.
At the liquor store.
Hey, no. When they be like, hey, you my man that be on the podcast? I be like, who? Who be on the podcast? There's a lot of niggas on the podcast.
Hey, listen, everybody got a podcast nowadays. But come up and say hi. Come on, talk to us. I see you out there. Y'all be weird and scared me. I think you're going to rob me. I ain't got too much, so you're practicing. But while you there, right, go right here to the bottom, thecobainreport.com. I need you guys to sign up for our new dating game. It's called To Catch a Vibe. If you want to be a guest on the Cobain Report, you fill out the paper right there. You send it over to us, and we will evaluate and see if we can get you on the show, depending on, I don't know, it just depends on a few varying factors. You don't have to have the best or biggest following, but we do want to make sure we get movers and shakers on. So,
and you have to like boom boom.
Subscribe.
Because you get 2, 4, or
crazy.
6. Listen, it's a blessing. You get to sit in front of me and I get to bless
right.
you.
Yeah.
You get to sit in and she not here. Tia Mac. The invisible host. Listen, I'm just saying.
Shout out to Tia.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Oh my God, yes. So on our last episode, we had Rich Flex. Rich Flex left with both girls. So Rich Flex left with 4 tatas that day.
Left with 4 boom-booms.
It's 3 people, 3 girls that are sitting there that a potential guy, or it's 3 guys for a potential young lady.
Wait.
You gotta host the show.
Yeah, I know. You just. Yeah, see, that's
be
the
that
world
way.
is. I don't know.
You sexist.
Yeah, I know.
Sexist.
I am. Sorry.
All right, y'all. So if you click that thumbnail, you did not tune in to watch Dumber and Dumber. I know who you tuned in to see. So I am going to gear straight to this interview because we want to maximize on this content and the time, and we want to respect this guest's time because in between mixtapes, albums, got feature shows. This motherfucker busy. All right, so
For sure.
on to where you at, nigga? On today. All right, then we try to work that part out. That nigga a little off. Today on the Cobain Report.
It's the chip in my tooth. I can't say it fast.
So it's 1, 2, 3. Today on the Cobain Report.
It'd be like today on the.
All right. This is a conversation I've been looking forward to for a while. This thing goes beyond conversation. It speaks to mindset. It speaks to discipline. What it really takes to build something meaningful under pressure. A lot of people face difficult situations and allow those moments to define who they are. They slow down, they step back, they even disappear altogether. Then there are individuals who take that same pressure and turn it into direction and purpose. They build from it, they grow through it, and they create something that often demands attention. If you've been paying attention, you've seen the consistency in our guest today, the visuals, the steady growth from projects like Goat Time, the Red X Tape, to building a movement behind Goat Empire. This is someone who didn't just make music, he built identity, brand, and presence all at the same time. Because in a city like Detroit, Well, the grind is expected and the pressure is constant. Not everybody turns adversity into leverage. Some fold and some fade. This one turned it into fuel. Today, we're sitting down with someone who did exactly that. Not for sympathy, but for dominance. Not just to be seen, but you can't help but remember. We're getting into the real story behind our guest today, the mindset that built that movement, Detroit music culture, and what people misunderstand about who he is as an independent. Today, I want you guys to welcome to the Cobain Report. The wheelchair GOAT is in the building. Y'all make some noise. What's up, brother? Man, welcome to the podcast, to the platform, dude. I've been wanting to get you on the show for a while, dude. Yeah. I've watched you. I watched your career grow, right, over the years, man. I would say, I remember early back when you very first started rapping, you know, and you know, our connection is outside of the game, but I definitely remember when you first started, and all I would hear about is Marty D. Yeah. Marty D, I said it one time, I had to say it one time, right? This is before the evolution into the wheelchair GOAT. Everybody was talking about the dude. He going crazy too. He going crazy, right? So, you know, I've always been inspired by your story too, bro. It's an overcomer's tale. You know, most people give up and they go and they run the high. So first of all, let's explain to our audience, right? We got a whole bunch of little church kids. So who is the wheelchair GOAT and where are you from?
I'm from the east side of Detroit, Michigan. That's where I'm from. That's where I was born and raised. That's where I've always been.
Eastside. You an Eastside baby, huh? What hood? What area?
I'm from East Warren. From
East Warren?
But
EWP?
I moved. I lived across like certain little areas, but like mainly Warren for sure.
SOG.
Oh my
straight
God.
off Garland, my nigga.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know, Joy Gang around here,
sure.
you know.
For
just
sure.
saying. He went to Joy.
I went to Joy.
Joy Middle
Joy
around
Middle
this
School. I went to Joy Middle
motherfucker, you
School.
know.
I graduated from Joy.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, we real Eastside babies for sure.
For sure.
So for the elephant in the room, right? Let's talk about the name, right?
Okay.
And when did you decide to own the name instead of running from, you know, because we talked off camera.
I end up owning the name Wheelchair GOAT because it was given to me, honestly, for real. When I created the name, it was just my Instagram name. And then it started getting booked and doing shows and stuff like that. They would call people off of it from their Instagram name. So they started calling me Wheelchair GOAT. So when I was going to the clubs and stuff like that, they saying Wheelchair GOAT instead of Marty D. So, and then at that time too, though, I was really like, shit, I was in a building state for real. So like, I felt like I was going down at that time. And I created a record at the time of going down, which was All I Know. And when I created that song, that was like the last song got released under Marty D. But that song it started making some tension. Like, you feel me? It started getting me in different rooms and avenues and stuff. And then prior to that, like, I didn't let it soak in enough to, you know, to know I could have continued as Marty D for real. And due to the fact I was going down and I didn't have the patience at the time to know, to ride it out, I didn't have to convert over. But then after I converted over, shit, it took off.
It reinvented
So it
you.
was like, it was like I basically reinvented myself. But at the same time, I was able to brand myself. You feel me? Like that, it was like, that's why I said it was given to me. It was just time. You feel me? Like everything that came with it, with the name, when it came, like it just started coming. You feel me? It's just like a flow. Like, and it was out of my control. I couldn't even control it.
At first,
can I ask this though? Before you got into like all of the music and everything, like who was Marty? Who was Marty, bro? Who was Marty?
It was always the same, bro. I always did music, bro. Like music always been my thing. Like, all right, as far as like before the wheelchair, like I was an athlete for sure. Like I played football, all that type of stuff. Like right now I could throw a football a block. You feel me? I can shoot basketball, all that. You feel me? I still challenge. My nephews still have a hard time beating me one-on-one.
for real. Sure. No,
like,
I believe.
no bull. So, that was me as young, but during that time, I was always called from doing that to rap. You feel me? Like my older cousins and brothers, like I used to be outside throwing the football. They come rap for my friends. You feel me? And I'm just, you feel me? So when I was young, even then, I was always getting called from being outside playing. They make me rap for somebody. That's all I ever did. You feel me? Rap for this person. Rap for this person. So they synced the talent and knew it was in me. before I even knew it. You feel what I'm saying? So once I realized it, it was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, bro. The whole so we were, like I was saying, we talked off camera a little bit, right? And a little bit of the things, like I like to say, right? We turn certain things into our wins, right? So yes, you've embraced being called the wheelchair goat, right? But as a person who, you know, everybody know I got, you know, my hand is fucked up. Me and Chief talk about it all the time.
Turn it around. No, turn around and talk about it.
Put on that fucking.
Not do it. I don't even be offended by a half a fuck you. You feel me? But it's only halfway.
Look, but I've been able, so for me, I was able to embrace it because I had these kind of brothers. Like, it was just like, I couldn't be no woe is me. They like, man, get this shit out your pocket, bitch. Get over here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
Like, so we talked a little bit, but showing it, like, you to embrace it. At first, did you feel weird to embrace it?
I never had a chance to be sad about it. Like, even if I wanted to, I think at some point in my life, I'm gonna break down and grieve about it. I ain't gonna lie. I never had a chance to.
Never.
And that's because, and like he said, my brothers and sisters, like, I was still doing normal stuff afterwards. I still was outside doing football, playing basketball, the same stuff. In between, like, the cracking the jokes and all that. Like, and then over time, it's like, and then too, over time, you can only use the wheelchair
That's
joke
it.
one
That's
time.
how I got. Hey, look. Hey, bro.
You can only use it one time.
That was me. That was me.
Swear, bro.
So
You
look,
only get to use it one time. It's only funny
oh
once.
my God. I would walk into the
You feel
roasting
me?
situations like, all right,
So-
bitch, come on, get out the way. I got nubs.
Yeah.
But you broke.
That's how it go.
And after a while, they ain't got no more jokes.
They ain't got
But
that.
listen, but
They
this
corny
is
now.
this was the
Facts.
method with how we was playing it.
Facts.
Bro, if we hit you with all the fucking jokes about your hand,
Can't nobody do
nobody
shit.
can hit you with
Nah,
that shit.
nah.
Now you dangerous.
And I done heard every wheelchair
I
joke
done heard
there is
everything
coming up.
with
It
this
ain't
little
nobody
paw.
can say that. It ain't nothing nobody can say.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
real
mean, I
shit.
even now, I'd be like, what you want to say? I got a paw, bitch, we know. Like,
For
like
real.
it's just
Man,
certain
we
shit.
done heard
I'm just
them
like, I don't
all.
give a fuck.
Right, a little pom-pom.
Yeah.
Remember those?
So
The hostess pom-pom?
kiss my
Remember
ass.
that?
I hate this bitch so bad. So, you want to dive a little bit into it? How you ended up in the chair? Or?
Yeah, I talk about it a lot. I honestly like to don't mind sharing the story.
Okay.
For real. I was young at the time, and it really is a part of my who I am today.
Yeah,
For real,
hell
for real,
yeah.
you feel me? Like, and that's how I know my story read.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like
Ooh.
just knowing
good.
that for real. Because I told you, like, even when it happened young, I was 9 years old, and I was going to get my video game from my homeboy house.
Yeah.
And his uncle left his gun on the coffee table. You feel me? So in the midst of me getting my game, he was, I guess, trying to show me the gun, and the motherfucker went on.
Damn.
But the shit happened. It happened so fast. I ain't hear no gunshot or nothing. Like, it wasn't no shot or nothing. It was just like, I just collapsed at the door. And then you know how you feel when your hand going to sleep before you sleep on your arm? That's how my body felt. Like my body was asleep. You feel me? I went to the hospital after that. I think I was in a coma for like 14 days. I recovered fast though. I came back out. And then once I came home, it was like, it happened on my block around all the kids and stuff and the people I was growing up with, and they was all there. So it was like, man, like I say, it was like a journey, bro. That's why right now to the day I say I'm just living on my journey, bro. Cause like it's times when it get hard, but the stuff that people would see that would think would be the hard stuff is not the hard stuff.
Right.
I promise.
No, facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it's never that. It's never the you feel me? That's never the hard
I
stuff.
can still
You
grab
know what I'm
stuff.
saying? So it's like for real. Like my girl, man, she'll see me. I climb on top of the. It's 2 steps.
I see one of your
it's
videos.
Just boop boop to get something out the cabinet. Like for real.
I
Bro,
seen it.
this
I
nigga
seen
said,
it.
Like
earlier, he was like, we gotta hurry up. We gotta go get Marty.
yeah.
He was coming down the damn hallway.
I
I'm
seen
like,
Marty
shit,
already
he
up
got
here.
his
Yeah,
I was right. Like, we gotta go get Marty. I'm
Yeah,
like, bro,
so
professional
like,
courtesy,
you know,
nigga.
like a lot of stuff that people would think, like, you feel me, like even like young going to school when I was in high school, and we used to ride the bus, and we used to ride the bus at the back of Kettering was like was the West Wing, you feel me, and that's where the bus loaded up at, and it wasn't shoveled back there all the time. So when they letting the kids off, it's electric wheelchairs, it's all type of different forms, disabilities.
Right.
You feel me? I'm coming over the piles of snuff.
Yeah,
You
you
feel me?
like
For real,
fucking
like
up on this bitch.
you know the ramp got to be flat for it to
You
let
a
down.
Eastside
That
nigga
little
for
thing
sure.
got to flip you out. I'm like, man, that mug halfway cocked up. I'm like, look, let me off
Time
there.
to go.
I'm gone. I'm for
You
real. I'm in
Eastside
class.
nigga for sure.
No, for real.
Eastside
Like,
niggas
man,
gonna
what?
win no matter what situation you put us in.
Man, I used to go home and tell my mom. My mom used to be feeling so sorry from kids. I'm like, I'm just telling you the story that I wasn't stuck.
right. That I wasn't stuck, right?
But,
right.
But my mom used to be like, oh man, them kids be stuck. I'm like, yeah, man, them kids do be stuck. I don't know
But I
how
ain't
dog
stuck.
got out
Yeah,
of that electric
right.
chair.
But for me,
getting over that. But I think they figured it out.
I figured it the fuck out, OG.
For real, I'm down.
No, bro.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you are able to have these conversations about this, right?
Yeah.
Being vulnerable, but also understanding like I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me.
Facts.
Right? You have been in the situation that most people would fold.
Yeah.
You've turned that shit into gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At what point did you start to say, all right, this is my situation, but I'm about to take this rap shit seriously?
When I actually start getting calls for bookings and stuff, like I started doing open mics and all that. I done performed at every open mics. I done won beats from Hell of a couple times, all type of stuff, you feel me? So I done touched grounds a lot, but once people was actually calling and I was at such a high demand, at some point I was booked up for a whole year. Like, no over exaggeration, I was booked into the next year for real. And then the pandemic hit. You feel what I'm saying? Had the pandemic not hit, bro, I would have been booked for the whole year. I was booked to the next year.
For sure.
So when the pandemic opened up, I was doing bookings that people were already been
paid
booked.
for. Yeah.
I was just picking up, collecting back because I couldn't even take no more bookings.
For sure.
You feel me? Like, that's how booked I was. That's when I knew it was real. I was getting called to go. I performed at the baseball stadium in Kentucky.
Damn. Fire.
Like, I got called. They paid me a nice bag, paid for me a B&B, 2 rooms, and the car. The rental truck. Like, all that covered and a big bag. Like, that's when I knew it was serious, when we was having to hit the road. Like, we was gone, bro. I wasn't even seeing I was seeing my family like once a month. You feel me? That's when I knew it was real for real. But it was coming so fast. It was like, shoot, it was like this was what I wanted, but I knew it was real. That's when we started building structure and how we You know what I'm saying? That's when we started putting up certain little stuff like, all right, we gotta how you talk to certain people. You can play security. Like, you feel me? You go talk to the DJs. We had to start putting stuff like that into play because we was going to these shows and these events and we wasn't looking right.
Yeah.
We was looking real unprofessional for real, but we wasn't used
but
to
it was happening
That's
so
when
fast
I knew
for
it was
you.
real.
Yeah. It happened fast
Put
for you,
that
though.
structure on it, though,
But
boy.
this the
that
thing.
Process.
What we think or what we perceive as a fast pace of you getting on was a ton of back end work that people don't know that you put in.
Yeah.
Between the age of 9 and 2019, a lot of rapping happened.
Yeah. I told you, I covered, bro. I did open mics up until I started doing open. Like, when I started doing open mics, I wasn't even old enough to go to the club.
Right.
Started doing open mics.
This is.
My mama,
used to be in that bitch.
listen, my mama used to come to the clubs with us and chaperone us to do open mics and sit at the bar. So they ensure that we don't buy no drinks.
Fire.
And they'd give us a table. We'd just sit at the table the whole night till it's time for us to perform. We don't get up and do nothing. We just all sitting at the table, kicking in and
enjoying
laughing.
the ambiance.
Just enjoying the ambiance. And we go perform and then we gone. And my OG sat at the bar. I was 16.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? And then after I got to my like 18, 20, that's when the club started getting a little more rowdy and stuff. Mama like, I ain't gonna be able to go to the little club.
You gotta get your friends.
You gotta get you some ones that's old enough to drive and all that. And then we started putting that into play. But man, I done performed all over any place you could perform at in Detroit, Michigan. I done performed there. Bullfrog. I done performed at places that they ain't even there no more.
Right. Us too. Right.
A lot of those places.
Like, for real. Like, don't even
Speaking
exist.
of how your support and everything started to change, right? You started getting into those venues, bro. Do you think that sometimes your story intrigues and draws people in, but your talent keeps them around as a supporter?
That's what it is. See, what it is, my drive is what get people in. Like, man, he motivated. He always going. But then when they hear the talent, it gains a fan.
Yeah.
You feel me?
For
So
sure.
like, when you see me, it gain interest off the bar fail. Like, okay, I'm interested person. Then we hear the music, like, dang, this person.
And the image be good too,
Mine
bro.
is crazy.
Like the brand, the image. To me, the brand and the image matches this. Like, you not a. Let me, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but a lot of these niggas, they sound good, but their image or their brand does not match what they portray, right?
Yeah.
Your images, your videos, your visuals, everything is on brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you have your own. So, do you think people doubt you sometimes because of your situation?
I would, I used to think that too sometimes because it was people used to say it to me so much. But I feel different because I'm accepted everywhere. Like, man, people know who I am and respect and love what I do, bro, that I would never even think. And when I do cross these people, they show it. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of I'm not big on social media. Like I'm not a big social media person. Like I got a following on social media because of who I am.
You do though.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I ain't never like really just
and your page do numbers though.
People just go social media.
Yeah.
Go to my shit. Go. I post what I post on there for,
and it go crazy
for my people and for what it's for, and that's it. Like I don't know. I never could really get into it. So I do a lot of stuff and I be with a lot of big major people off the camera.
See you all the time.
Every day.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? Like every single day.
100%.
You feel me? Like I record some of the biggest artists here. Like you feel me? Like I'm doing a lot of stuff off the scenes every day.
Man,
too.
can you get you all in my interview questions,
For real,
brother? I can't. I was just about to start asking about them.
But
look, listen,
that all come from just
hard work.
Yeah, that's because they trust what I do. They trust my grind. They synced it. They like we going to go because we could trust what he's doing.
So and that segue to this. I don't want to skip this.
Go ahead.
Because Detroit is like running shit right now. The sound wise, right?
Yeah.
Where do you fit in?
Where do you think you fit in?
Where does Will the GOAT fit in when it comes to
the
like
Detroit sound.
the Detroit sound and perspective?
Yeah.
I didn't heard a couple things. Like people I'm definitely known for my flow.
For sure.
That's like top thing. Like people love my flow. I don't know.
Your voice got that like
flow.
deep raspy kind of vibe.
The voice, the voice too.
It's the voice, bro. No diddy.
The older people like my voice. I don't know what it is. Like any older like males or females. Older people, that's what make older people be able to.
What you call me, old nigga?
No, I'm saying like my mama, like that's what make my mama like my voice. My mama always say like, you got one of them
cold rapper voice.
Nigga,
you do.
Yeah, that's what made her like my
mama always know.
You feel me? And then it gave her a chance to actually listen to my lyrics.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
That's why she fell in love with it. Like, okay.
Yeah. She like the flow so nice, and then she would call me like, man, I actually listened to the lyrics to this song. This is my jam, and she had know the words to it.
That's
you
fire,
feel me?
bro.
Which ones was the collaborations and features that you started getting booked for or asked about where you really started to say, yo, this is cracking? Like the feature for you that meant, you know what I mean?
Okay, working with what early and then it all goes back to when I'm early on. Early on I did a lot of music with BandGang. I did a lot of music with Cash Kid, so I was already getting hundreds of thousands of views on Marty D.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, so, you were.
Them records had attention too. It's actually, bro, it's no record that I got that I did a feature with somebody on that's bigger than my own. I have no feature record that's bigger than Big Goat. I have no feature record that's bigger than Go To Turn.
So it's safe to say that you've been officiating for these motherfuckers.
There's probably more songs than that.
That is
but I don't have a feature, and we want to go with features I got.
You got.
I did a feature with, and not to throw no shade to nobody, nothing. But this because me, what I built off my name and who I am. For real. I got a feature with Rio, and I did it with Rio in its highest aspect, and it ain't bigger than no record I got by myself.
Yeah.
But
you
that's
just
your
dropped
destiny,
a feature not too long ago.
I just did a feature. I just dropped a feature recently with Sada, and I just recently dropped a feature with Calico.
That's my guy. Yeah. I've been talking to him in the inbox. He coming on too.
Yeah,
owning destiny is crazy.
Good. That's my guy,
bro. What that goes to show. I'm gonna keep saying this. What God has ordained for your life.
Oh yeah.
Nothing can stop that thing
or
but you. And that's by giving up and quitting.
And that's why I get up and go every day.
Huh? You get up and roll, nigga.
every day.
You know we gonna say he
The fuck?
Hey,
you
look.
know what I'm saying? Neighborhood crib.
I'm kicking.
We
one
rolling,
of my
cuz.
homeboys. He come. He talking about some man. Where you get that Walker taco from? I say, bro, this is a rolling taco. He called an attitude at me. He called an attitude at me.
So you two, before you strike this for being gang paraphernalia, we gonna move right along. Do you think that Detroit rappers you see my journalistic? You see kick in? This interview too good to let YouTube strike it. Okay.
Man.
So, do you think that Detroit rappers support each other right now? At this moment,
I ain't gonna lie. The support always been there, and people always the support has always been there. It's just people don't understand that in order for certain people to put their name and attach themselves to you, you have to be to some certain discipline or conduct.
discipline.
As far as if they want to put their name on it. Some people don't, everybody level to what certain stuff be, don't be the same.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Some people might have a more cleaner image. So
Yeah.
until you start growing into them levels, if you like any Detroit artist and any of the ones that kept grinding as they grew, and when they grew and they disciplined and they synced it, that more people start reaching out.
Yeah.
The doors start opening.
Yeah.
They did for me for sure.
Yeah. But discipline is the key thing that I hear you say, and that's what sometimes I hate to say this, but we as a culture lack.
Yeah.
Consistency and discipline is our largest struggles in our culture.
Yep.
We start somewhere we will not see it through.
Biggest keys.
They are like we talked to John Houston Smith earlier. He was saying the four pillars kind of manhood. Discipline, consistency is always in those, bro.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to make it without foundation.
Fact.
Those things as a man, nigga. Structure to me, I'm so structured. He know it, bro. Like, I am so regimented. Niggas hate it sometimes. They're like, bro, loosen, lighten back up. What happened to the old nigga? But when you get
that a
focused
lot.
and God put something on you that you feel like is your thing, bro, you get so disciplined that everything else is a distractor.
Yep.
I put blinders
That's how I
on, bro. You see what I'm saying? I probably inboxed you 9-10 times before you replied one time because that's how focused I am. I told Jetto, I said, you can say no. I said, you cannot reply, but I'm going to keep asking you because I'm an Eastside nigga and I mean what I mean about my business. I'm going to keep on doing it. I'm a hustler. I'm going to keep asking because I know what I have the vision for this platform. I know what you have is the vision for this platform. And I know who we supposed to be reaching out to. I'm going to keep knocking them doors down until they say yes. It took 5-6 times, but eventually he said yes.
Yeah.
We here right now.
Time, bro.
You know what I mean? It's all
I
about
had
it.
to though, because it was like it was on my mind. Like when it's time to get back and do it, to when I'm ready to go back out, I'm gonna make sure I go,
bro. And we black on, so we appreciate it. And everybody, shout out to Kid Ill, shout out to everybody else, bro. But I feel like right now is the season that we are grounded, and God has called us to this space, and we authentic.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We ain't trying to be nobody else. We just me and my brother sitting here kicking it with the hottest rappers in the city, and we having fun. Pastors, preachers, everybody, because this what God called us to do, just like you. And right when you took it seriously and got consistent, it started popping. Same thing with us, bro. So
I want to ask this, man. And you talked about it a little bit, but was it in your earlier beginning? Was it anybody like there that was giving you constructive support?
like the real support,
Like a real constructive
Calico
support, like no, nigga, don't do that. That probably a dim you, like
a big
early
homie.
on Eastside Ivo.
Ivo?
Yeah.
Shout out to Eastside
Damn.
Ivo. His grandma used to live next door to me, by the way.
Yeah, Eastside
I love
Ivo.
that guy.
The comedian?
Yeah, hell yeah. Sada.
Yeah.
Couple people. Them two people right there was the first two people that called me, just different conversations, and just told me. Sada used to always tell me, like, man, you got to learn how to use that wheelchair in your raps. You got to rap about it. He used to always tell me that. And then in the same token, Vote called and said the same thing. Like, man, that wheelchair, that's you. You got to learn how to brand it. And that's when I started looking more into like branding myself for sure. Vote, and Scoob, them two for sure. I could off the top.
That's fire.
That's funny you say that, bro, because that's this nigga to me all the time. He like, dog, we have to stop. Like, he like, bro, the more we talk about this shit, the more people laugh about it. Like, it becomes your not even just laugh, but they identify you. They get vulnerability sells, bro.
It do.
Being real, being authentic. Niggas think and I don't like looking at y'all often. That's why I don't, because I like to just kick it. You niggas watching us talk, you get a privilege.
He just don't want y'all to see him on the flat side because it's like
because I'm a little. This is what you call
his girl on the
You
back.
got to go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? 5 o'clock in the morning to get some of this, and then you got to eat at 8 p.m. Okay, but anyway,
hey, Marty keep looking back at me like he the skinny
little
hell, nigga.
He
the skinny nigga right there. I'm at the gym at 5. I'm at the gym at 5. But as I was saying, bro, I feel like we, as a culture, right, we have to hold each other accountable as men. Sada did it for you, right? Ivo did it. But when you brand that thing and you really hold that thing for you, me having this, he'd be like, bro, keep talking about that motherfucker. Keep doing it because it grows. People identify you. You rappers that's too tough. Y'all don't want to talk about nothing but who you shot, how much money you get. That's cool. But I'm going to tell you right now, this age is going into, they want to be vulnerable with artists. They want to see y'all on streaming places. They want to see Twitch. They want to see y'all on, they want to know who you are. They want to know your story. They're not buying your album no more if they don't know who you are.
Facts.
What do you think about this?
But that it also helps. Like, not only you being vulnerable, but you actually open up a door where somebody been in the house for a long time. They be like, you know what? I can't go outside and do this.
The biggest thing about
like,
the biggest building connection with an artist is actually getting to know them.
Yeah,
100%.
The more you fit in, that's why that's why artists like Young Boy, they like him so much because
they know he crazy
so much about him. The artist that they know the most about, that's the person they gonna love the most.
Bro, I know this nigga name is Kentrell Golden. Because everybody want to know this nigga name. Like you know, I'm grown. I'm too old to be in his age group of stuff, right? You know what I mean? I know the nigga name because the kids know.
And this is why they don't do it too. Because this is why they be scared to do it. Because they don't think it's a whole world of people out there that's gonna support it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They don't know it. They don't know the people who gonna support it until it slip up and happen, and then they be like, "Oh my God!"
Or it happened to somebody else, Marty.
Right.
And they be like, "Damn, I had that," and it's like, "Why you didn't move on it?"
And then you never know who you blessing. Let's just be honest.
Yeah,
you
100%.
never know who's in a situation to where they feel vulnerable and they like, I don't feel like I can. But then you watch a nigga like Marty D, right? You like, I can do all things through.
100%, man.
You watch a nigga like me who play drums, play keyboard, play guitar,
play the
do all the
drums
things.
hard as a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? And they like, damn, dog doing it with them little.
Look at that.
He a dirty bitch, ain't he? I love that bitch so much. He's a dirty son of a. Yes, I can hockey glove too. It's like,
he called that bitch fast.
Hey, listen,
hockey motherfucker.
Oh God, listen. Now you see what I grew up with. Well, I don't have no choice but to be a douchebag, right? He don't fuck around, bro. Man. But anyway, bro, there is a special power I feel like in being vulnerable. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't mean that you can't protect yourself and all that kind of stuff. It just means that you are confident in who you are enough to be able to be vulnerable.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing in our community, bro. They don't teach me in that.
It's actually a strength.
It is.
It's a strength, bro. It take a strong, just as a man, it take a strong man to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because with men, you know, we got so much pride and all that. So it take a grown man to go to your homeboy and just be like, bro, I'm hungry.
Right.
1,000%, man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Pride.
And like, you feel me? So it's just hard for men to be vulnerable, period, for real. But they don't know, like, nigga, them the strongest man, because you got to think that's a man that's willing to do something that you ain't willing to do.
Bro, how about not even hungry? How about you go to your mans and say, I apologize, bro. I was having a tough day.
Even that.
I was having a fucked up day.
That.
It's not that I don't want the brother or the kinship or the kindredship. I just was having a tough day, bro. My wife at the crib was pissing me off. My kids, my pockets ain't where I always like. I wasn't on my supreme level, so I had a bad day. I apologize, bro. Let's move forward, right? Niggas can't even do that. Niggas rather beef with niggas they've been friends with 20 years over one bad day than just to come and say, bro, I was fucked up, bro.
And they don't even know they homie probably
hungry.
They homie probably gonna be like, nigga, I wasn't even tripping on that shit. You just stopped talking to me.
Right. Hey, I'm hungry. My sugar was low, bitch. I had a bad day.
I ain't smoked.
Right, you should have bought a nigga a taco. We wouldn't even be here, cuz. Like, all right,
tacos.
Speaking of mentality, right, and mindset and growth and adulthood, talk to me about this GOAT mentality.
Okay, the GOAT mentality, I ain't gonna lie. The GOAT mentality is Man, the GOAT mentality is just it's just always to make a way. Like I'm always creating avenues in just different ways, man. It's just I don't know, it's just something in me that just don't stop. So and I'm rooted and I'm very knowledge. So it's like the GOAT brain is just it's just be into creating, like even outside of music. You feel me? Like I've been doing a lot of stuff outside of music too. Like even my girl, she just got a mobile hair salon.
Yo,
you feel what I'm saying?
Business
like,
owners,
shit like that. We just started the GOAT mobile hoops with the hoops on the mobile thing. We pull them up and drop them off. I just recently got my hands on a food truck. I'm about to start GOAT Grubs. That should be
GOAT Grub is crazy work.
That should be up and running within the next week or so. Like we putting like this all this stuff. Nigga. The mobile salon that's up and running is moving already. The mobile hoops, you can damn near book them too. The food truck will be ready in like the next 30 days. I have it fully to where I'm like, I know I'm
hot outside
going and where I want it to be.
Taco Tuesday.
No, you better pull up here, nigga, with that food truck.
It be stuff like that, and then it all falls back like with the music. With the music, I'm always trying to break down doors and stuff with the music and be hands-on. See, like I told y'all, like it's hard for me to get with social media. Like, you feel me? So it's like I can't really just rock with just being on social media. It's like the only way I can be or have something for my people is to be on social media. So I find ways to have connections with them outside of it for real. Right. For real. And I like to just be in control. When I see something and I get introduced to something, man, I like to be in control of it, and I can see the full potential out of it and make real money and capitalize in certain stuff. For example, like you said, the internet the only way. I used to agree with you, but I don't no more. Okay. And I only agree with you a little bit. I didn't fully agree with you when I did. It was just me trying to find a way through it at the time. And I'm about to show you some shit that's about to mess your head up, right? Okay. So when I dropped my new album, I dropped it last year on my brother's birthday. And it's called The Biggest. I dropped it, right? And then I held it and pushed it, shot the videos to it, all high quality videos, all that. That's what got the feature with Sada on there, did the video. You feel me? Boom, did a press run. Because it's easy to just go do that stuff. Right. For real. So, boom, once I did the press run, I was working on something already in the works. And then I'm like, I need to be able to get directly back to my fans and stuff like that. You feel me? So when I was coming up, we sold CDs.
Yeah,
I sell CDs. I burn some CDs. I make $1,500, $2,000 off my CD the first day. Right. You feel me? So with streaming, I can't get with streaming like that. I do good streaming on Apple Music. I don't know how because I don't promote it, but I do great numbers on there. Spotify, I don't know what none of the other numbers look like because I don't track them, no watching. But I created the USB CD, right? Not the USB CD itself. I came with the idea to release my music USB CD. Now, this is how I release my deluxe. This the biggest deluxe right here.
Wow. Hold on. Put that on the camera.
I only released this on USB CD.
So they gotta come to you
in order
get that from you.
Yes, this is my deluxe.
And then they plug it into the computer and the USB drive?
You plug it in your car.
Listen,
right into your radio right now.
This here is called
wait a minute.
Redefining
wait a minute, nigga.
Everything you thought.
Hey, wait. Let me see that. Wait.
This is bananas.
Wait.
And you couldn't. Why the hell you ain't think about this?
This thing is the size of a high school ID.
Yeah, I thought he pulled out a badge on us. Like, hold on now, Marty.
Pop out. Yup, and you put in your USB port.
That's crazy,
Gang,
bro.
TV, anywhere with a USB port. It got my album on there.
That's crazy. This is the only way that you can get the album. It's from you, right? Like that way.
And other than that, you have to go to ULTRALIT and buy directly from me. That's if you can't get to me.
And where you say they gotta go find it at?
ULTRALIT.
One more time for the people in the back.
ULTRALIT.
Hold on.
I'm mind blown right now, bro.
Nigga, hold on. I don't even take my hat off.
I am mind blown, I ain't got a stitch in here. Listen.
But let me tell you something. There has been at least 5 or 6 artists of our last probably. Like we done had Lando on Street Lord G, right? We had all the rappers on, bro. Nisha and Shay, everybody, they like, I'm taking my music off DSPs because it's hard to really control DSPs. That nigga figured it out early. Nigga, I don't even know what that is, but get them.
Message.
You can't call it a zip drive. It's not a CD record. It ain't. It's nigga. This nigga got a album ID. We gonna come back with what it is actually called. But bro, who hit you? How you get hit to that?
Crazy.
Research, man. Just thinking.
Bro.
Just coming up with ways.
You see, that sound like to me.
Expanding, man.
See, you know what that sound like to me? How do I turn my old lifestyle where I used to hand-to-hand transactions?
That's what I did.
I cannot sell this like dope. I cannot sell this like
That's
bags of
cool.
weed.
That's cool. That's elevating,
That
man.
is smart as shit.
Oh my God, bro.
You just hit me to some shit, bro.
Look, I did a
You
test
just fucked
run.
me up.
I did a test run with them, right? I did 50 of them. They all gone. Y'all do the math. I sold them $20 a pop.
Bro. So I'm gonna say this.
Less than 20 days.
Nigga, we could start selling a whole season of the Cobain Report literally with a flip out card with this nigga, cuz. Thank you, bro. But I know I usually only talk about business on camera, but you just fucked me up so hard with that, nigga.
I just told you that.
Nigga, my brain just went.
Yeah, you fucked me up, cuz.
I can do. Nigga,
I haven't seen that.
I'm
And I'm outside, bro.
Did you see what
I haven't
see
seen that.
this?
Wow.
You can put a whole season on the joint and say, whatever you want to sell it for. And your real people who really fuck with you, they are coming. And the only reason why I had the conversation is because when Lando Bando came on, he like, bro, it's going to a point where, you know, being an artist.
Let me see that again, Marty.
Right. You got it right. You didn't fuck the game up. With being an artist, you have to be more able for them to actually reach out to you. So, you know, the streaming thing, all rappers nowadays are Twitcher. You know, you got Finesse 2 Times who going crazy. You got everybody streamers. You know, Super Ray, I think, kind of really made it to where niggas really want to, you know what I mean, if you in the game. So this is a direct caveat, but this is a game
changer. Listen, when they changed the
dope,
NBA and when they changed the NFL,
Detroit Diamond, you said you doing a direct link.
You should have been on ESPN that day too. I'm changing music, niggas.
Hey, nigga, you just I applaud you.
I'll give you the whole when he get half. It's cool.
Because that right there is crazy work. Okay. All right. Well, I don't even want to talk about shit. We're just going to talk about shit because I don't care how much you in the studio. When you doing shit like this, you innovative and shit.
Oh,
okay?
my God.
What's the recording process like for Marty D? Wheelchair Go. What does that look like for you?
Season. So, it probably take me 8 minutes to do a verse.
Oh.
Like, for real. Like, top-notch quality bars, all that. Like, a full song would probably take me like 15 minutes to record a full song, 3 verses.
Yeah.
But then again, see, this the thing, too. I've been in the studio. I recorded all my own music, my whole career. Like, anytime I ever went to I went to all the big studios, I experienced them, but it was just only for experience.
Yeah.
It wasn't because I needed my music recorded. So it was only for experience and to learn what they was using, they plugins.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
how I used to do. I be sitting there
Little
watching over their
knowledge.
thing the whole
So I
time.
go back and use it myself.
Every fucking single time.
I recorded all my music, so you got to think I've been recording forever. I get in front of the microphone and do all day.
Yeah.
And then now it's so advanced to where it's like I done got so far into my career for real. I'm picky for now, so I really only rap off of OTS Marbeats. That's my producer. He been producing with me for probably like the past 5-6 years.
Yeah.
He been running with me since he was in school.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But having that
College and
connection-
everything, you feel me?
Yeah.
So now it's like with my music, I'm actually getting my beats, sit there with him, making my beats and my music together.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
that's my recording process.
Having
today.
that connection though, producer connection with a direct artist, and I want you to keep talking about your process.
Yeah.
I'm only cutting because I'm a producer, and I be feeling what people talk about. When you get locked in with an artist or vice versa, that team, that tempo, Aaliyah, like that energy.
Man.
Bro, you become next level unlocked because we ain't talking about we ain't talking about just beats I can rap on. We talking about custom fitted beats that fit you like a pair of
That's my
jeans
recording
or a
process
good
right now.
suit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's it.
That
That's the only time I record. Like when I'm sitting there with him, I got beats all day, but I haven't make beats and send me beats because I got artists. I work with a lot of artists. So I be trying to make them rap off his beats too.
Yeah. Build the brand.
But with him, I record when I'm sitting with him. He'll make a beat. Just be sitting there. We just be chilling in the studio. He pull up and make. He would sit in the studio and make 20 beats. He just be sitting there chilling, just vibing, doing us, talking
Like,
about
listen to
different
this.
stuff. And he'll pull up one. He'll be like, Ready for this one?
Yo,
Come on.
it sound like you were building. Sound like you got you a producer in house. Sound like you got you a couple artists you work with. Sound like you moving more into that CEO GOAT Records. Sound like what's on the way.
You know it's crazy. Like the thing is, I wanna get fall more back into producing, but I gotta have an artist that I feel like can feel
you
my
got your
voice
connection.
stepping down.
Yeah.
If I don't got nobody that can feel what I'm doing, that's why I ain't stepped down.
Yeah,
That's deep.
They still need me. They still need me.
Being that you work with all these people that you're working with and all these connections that you having right now and that you really having your way in the game, right? Because you can step in and out whenever you want to at this point, right? Do you think that clout is more important than talent right now in the game?
Nope. The reason why I say this, clout is like a momentary thing. When you gain clout, when something happen, and then the clout around it, it's only around it while until the smoke clear.
Until it clear. And
you
then
feel
something
me?
else.
And then when the smoke cleared, what's standing there? The talent. The thing about talent is that you just gotta get the talent there. The talent gonna outdo clout. If I put a talented song in a room, in a DJ hand with a song with clout, that clout song gonna only get spent so long. But that talented song gonna keep on going and go through different rooms and different avenues. Gonna be able to put it on different platforms and play it in different places. It's eventually people don't want to hear the viral moment for so long. It's like, man, we tired of it.
We want the real. I'm about to ask you some shit now. I'm about to put you out there now. I want you to. All right, you can decline the question if you want to, but it's been a lot of clout. I feel like that has been being chased on the internet, right? And if not chased, it could have been earned, right?
Yeah.
But there was a challenge that was going around not too long ago called the Ben 10 challenge, right?
Right.
And it was the challenge that was kind of started by All-Star JR after his very cloutful interaction with a bunch of guys who were trying to pull his necklace, pull his chain off, and he ended up allegedly being able to secure one of their firearms and use it to protect himself, right?
Right.
Recently, he's been indicted, federal charges. Talk to me a little bit about what do you think about that from the hometown guy, All-Star JR?
When it comes to it's a line between real life and it's a line between social media.
Yeah.
Real life is a process. You can't rush life.
Yeah. Can't brush the process.
You can't nobody move the clock up. You feel what I'm saying? But in social media time, you can make a event that haven't even happened yet being right now.
Real talk.
Into time. So when situations coming, you don't know what no situation like or how it's gonna play out until you see it play out in real time. So anything other than between that, we don't know. You don't know until it play out in real time.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys do. They manipulate. They manipulate timelines a lot, bro.
Yeah.
And it's disheartening only because you do have these younger generations that be looking at this shit, man. And it's like, when can we change it? Like, you know what I'm saying? You being a rapper, do you feel like it's possible to still stand on all of your principles but still offer a change in it?
Yeah, I definitely. I'm living proof of it now. For real. Like, man, my growing up and my rising, like, even it's not about the type of people you grow up. It's about what you lead when they come around you. I can't control what nobody do when they not around me. But if you want to be around me and I got nice stuff going on around us and you enjoy your time and it's safe and stuff like that, then that's because you gonna come around and we gonna be on the type of program I'm on.
Period.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just start with being leaders and just not pushing people away. Give people a chance and really, like, that's what it is with a lot of the young kids out here, bro. And just stuff like, man, like, due to who I am and like how I came up and my impact to the city, for real, like, nigga, I get everything that happens in the streets and I'm not even in the streets.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And a lot of the situations I look at for real, it just be neglect. That's all I see is neglect for real.
Yeah.
And the people I blame for that is the niggas that want to walk around with their chest out like they so tough and running stuff.
Yeah.
Them the highest ones I blame. And I'm a leader like that. I'm one of the people I walk around with my chest poked out and I'm on my horse because I earn it to be here. And I do my job and I make sure I put my work in. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I say, man, I'm active for real, man. I'm active with all type of levels of people in the world, brother. And it's not about it's like, nigga, I guy, and it's ways, brother. It's so many ways, brother. It's so many ways for these young kids out here. The girls, the young women, it's so many ways out here. So much better for real. But it's just so much neglection, and a lot of that neglection come from the people that y'all look to, or that we look to at a point, that the people I looked to at a point. So I know it's just passed down. And it come because they don't even have it in them to do it.
You
get what I'm saying?
So you send, to me it feels like, so you send out the young boys who have no guidance, right? And you say to them, oh, step a go, show me what you got, right? So you go and you send, allegedly, right? They send people into rob, right? Allegedly rob a guy of his jewelry, right? So I'm gonna ask you this: do you think that the overplay in hip hop, right, is to show wealth, right, and to show that they really have it? Because we're talking about mainstream artists that really have it. But do you think that honestly that a lot of them are kind of like financially impaired or broke behind the scenes?
Yes.
I'm asking to guess.
Sorry.
This.
These niggas be
Can you take this nigga? Can you take him to your show?
Look,
you know.
Take him to your
for
show.
real, because I ain't gonna lie, it's with me, just with my knowledge and knowing just how the music business and industry works and contracts and all type of stuff like that. The artist that you would be, if y'all want to just be real with y'all just want to be any artist that got stuff going on outside of just being a rapper every day, that's the people with money.
100%.
Any rapper that get on there every day and just say, I'm dressed to rap every day with watches and jewelry and all that stuff on, them the ones that ain't having it like that. And that's probably all they got. And eventually they're going to get rid of it to have some money. But for real, you gotta go get something going.
These niggas be at the pawn shop. You
gotta go get something going. You gotta go start something for real. Unless you're doing USB CDs.
No, that nigga,
Say it one more time unless you're doing
what?
Selling
USB CDs. And where you got people, ULTRALIT.com.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
We was just trying
like
to
you doing like that, then that's a brand. But artists is with brands, bro. You gotta brand yourself if you want to make some money.
Yeah, some cheese out here.
100%.
You gotta brand yourself.
Pressure, right? Pressure. You've been in the game a while.
Yeah.
You make hits.
Yeah.
You make self hits without features.
Yeah.
Do you feel like right now at this point in the game that you have to make a hit record? You feel the pressure of that?
No. Me personally, I just create music because my job as an artist, all our jobs as artists is to create the music. It's not for us to predict what it is or what it ain't.
Right.
For real. So my job is create music and put out as much music as I can in a high demand so that the people hear it, and once they hear the song that they like, it'll take off.
Yeah.
Because like I always say, to be honest, I never spent a nickel promoting Big O.
You didn't have to because it was so fire.
Record. I never spent a nickel promoting it. I recorded the song in my bedroom at my mama's house, uploaded a clip of it on Facebook. The clip went viral, shot the video with CT, dropped the video. The video did 10,000 in the first day. All that just happened because of the song. It was good. And we see how big the song did.
Sure.
So, I would just honestly say, because I hear a lot of people say, you got to spend your money and do this. And no, you don't. When that motherfucker get to them people, the song get to the people, it's gone.
It's the
nothing,
people.
Can't nobody stop.
Money is
the algorithm can't stop it once you get to the people.
It's the people.
Real talk.
And when the people get in their balls, they going to be on
it's
that.
Over with.
Yeah.
You can go take a song. It's been songs that they done put up, that big artists done put up and took down, and the people still got it. And they re-uploaded it.
Hell yeah.
100%.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. And we listen to it on the phone over and over. Because my cousin Lawrence Jacob dropped a song that I loved. Took the bitch off and I still got it on my phone. We watching the video because I love the song so much.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, let me find out. But anyway.
Can I add, because we talking about songs, what's one of your, what's your favorite song that you've dropped, bro?
I dropped. My favorite song that I dropped would probably be Goat Games.
Goat Games?
Yeah. Goat Games, because it was like, it's like grown, but I use like cheat codes from Grand Theft Auto in the song. Like I come on there like R1, R2, L1, R2, okay, I'm strapped. If you play Grand Theft Auto, that's the cheat code. Take it up. You feel me? Yeah, probably that song right there.
Hey, for the young niggas that
right. This nigga, I like the way you think when it comes to rapping, bro. The double entendre shit be crazy, bro. You one of the
That's
you
fire,
are one of the ones
dog.
I think
That's fire.
literally have that shit in a chokehold when it comes down to being able to give you double entendres. That'd be crazy. Like, what?
That's
Yeah.
I'm getting a cheat code in the rap. I'm giving you a cheat code.
All right,
It's
I'm gonna ask you
crazy.
this because we about to wrap this one up. I'm gonna ask you this, right? What does Marty do? Well, what does the wheelchair goat do for his mental health, just to make him happy? What's something you like to do, just to make you happy?
Spend time with my kids.
Yeah,
When my mental all over the place, like that's one thing I want to do. I spend time with my kids, and then I ain't gonna lie, my girl help a lot with my mental health.
yeah.
Yeah, she
That's what
do.
they there for.
I ain't gonna lie, she helps.
A
She
good one.
does a great job with my mental health. I don't even know how she do it sometimes.
Yeah,
But yeah, she do.
Yeah.
She do. But between my girl and my kids, and then my mama I always just call her and just any type
That's
of
what
level. She
mama's
just
there
like
for,
she just molded to whatever mode I'm in. When I call her.
A sponge. She
For
gonna
real,
soak
she
it up,
do.
right?
But between my girl and my kids, that's when I need to get my mental right, and I'm just overwhelmed and just need to go reset in life. That's it right there.
That's the
how
thing
I
for
go
you.
away and spend time with them.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, we're gonna get to this rapid fire.
Gonna roll into
Right.
it.
We
Roll
as we
into
say. But before we do that, when it's all said and done, bro, and when the rap career comes to an end, what do you want people to say about the wheelchair goat? What do you want to be? What's your legacy?
I want my legacy to live through the artists that I work with. As far as music, and then as far as the things that I create, like anything that I'm creating, as far as like I make my music, anything I create music wise, I create it business wise for my kids. So they can have options if they want to get into it or not, but it will be there.
Right.
You feel me? But that's it for real. I really want to just everything I create and I build, and I just want to pass it down. I don't want to die with the knowledge. I don't want to die with the money. I don't want to die with none of this shit. I just want it to continue to grow and be something forever.
That's legacy talk right
Yeah,
there, for
legacy.
sure.
So sound like being a father is at the top of that list of things
Oh,
that you
yeah,
want
most
them.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get into it. Favorite Detroit rapper other than you right now?
My favorite Detroit rapper other than me would have to be. Oh man, I'm around a lot of good rappers, and I listen to a lot of them right now. My favorite Detroit rapper to me right now. Do it have to be somebody? All right, let's
Whoever
make
you
the
want.
question
Your
more different.
favorite
No,
rapper.
let's just make it more different for real, because I don't want it to be personal. So I'm gonna say my favorite rapper that I listen to that I don't work with.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. So yes, because you don't want
Fair.
anybody to feel like you're biased, but
That's
I
fair.
feel like you own your opinion regardless. Friendship should not come between
my
that.
guys, they like that.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
like that. See, because and then the thing is not when I see. That's why I'm gonna tell you who I'm listening to right now. Like right now, who I'm going and jump in my car and listening to right now. I'm going to listen to Lonnie Bands. Damn, they're for real.
Damn.
Like for real. That's what I've been riding to.
Yeah, Lonnie on a whole elevated
I
vibe
swear.
right now, bro. That nigga,
feel me?
he in a whole new
Like
world.
for real.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he in a whole new world right now. Go ahead, Cezah.
Let me ask you this then. Detroit or Atlanta?
Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, I don't even
Why?
matter what you talking about.
Okay.
Because it's just when you go, man. I done been to these places. These places wanted to be us forever.
Yeah, boy. He ain't capping, no.
Like
They
the
wanted to be
Jewish,
us forever.
huh?
That's why every time I went to these places, they praised me so much from just being from
Detroit
Detroit
nigga.
first.
Yeah, period.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
They always wanted to be and do the stuff that we was doing.
Yeah.
They just didn't have no connection
Yep. Ooh.
Yeah.
or no straight pipeline.
Ooh. And then
Yeah,
they just
really
opened up
came
their
in
kitchen
like-
like, here goes some food. Y'all
For
can
real.
sleep here.
For real.
What-
It's
what-
Motown, bro.
Yeah,
What
for
you
sure.
think matters to you personally more? Money or legacy?
Legacy.
It sound like it though in the whole conversation. His conversation
I don't
tell you
care
that
about no
like
money.
fuck that money. My
I don't care
legacy
about no
builds.
money.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Man.
We got one more we gonna ask, and then we gonna ask the classic one. Go ahead.
You can ask. I want to ask.
You gonna ask the classic one? All right. So, one word that you think describes your mindset, and I know what you're gonna say. Goat, bitch. But
That
outside
literally-
of goat.
Hey, look, when you asked, I was about to say, I'm the GOAT with this.
I did. Okay, so if you had to take goat out of the joint,
That define discipline.
discipline. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that.
All right. And if you watch the Cobain Report, you know, every week, it's the special question that we have to ask because we got to check the temperature because this Detroit, baby. Okay? Cezah, drum
And
roll.
it's not even always about temperature. We got to test your test buds. All right?
Okay.
Your test buds, not your taste buds, your test buds, okay?
Okay.
Now, when it comes to the Coney Island extravaganza,
Okay.
where would you prefer? Hold on. This is a multiple question.
Prefer is
Okay.
All
crazy.
right. American or Lafayette?
Lafayette.
You going to hell? They got fucking rats, bro.
So look, Marty,
You a hood nigga for real. You an Eastside
This is
nigga.
why though.
Why?
Man, I'm not about to drive all the way to America, bro. I'm on the east side already. I'm about to go right here. I'm not about to do
All right.
I gotta go across 8
so
miles.
look,
I'm not.
the
man,
second part to the question.
I'm trying to
Oh,
make
God.
sure I get the food and eat it. I get
God.
locked up, go on there
Oh
back.
my God, bro. So the second part of that question, because this is what we think. He always be saying, because it started, because niggas be like, which way you go to? He be like, neither one. They both got roaches.
That bitch got roaches.
If I ain't got no
look,
choice,
Mike,
I'm eating. I ain't
So the
listen.
question, so follow up is, what's your favorite Coney in the city though? Your personal favorite one?
The one that I will give my hat to, I go to Grandy's right there on my Elliott.
Yeah,
I
Grandy's
promise.
still hitting.
I
All these years
promise.
later, Grandy's still in the
Grandy's on
building.
my Elliott, yeah.
But
Yeah.
they
I like how
what
they
they
cook.
first they was legends, then they went to Grandy's, then they went.
Well, they in the game
Listen,
still.
long as you just
Yeah.
stay there.
Just stay there,
Yeah, they-
champ.
they
For
there.
sure.
Keep that brick and mortar there.
They there.
Man, brick and mortar right.
They
All right,
there.
y'all. We're going to wrap this one up. We're going to give everybody one round. I want to first of all say thank you to our special guest for today. This conversation has been a long time coming, but I learned so much today. Thank you. Right? Brain explosion. Boom. Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
You feel me? So having this very detailed and vulnerable conversation, I appreciate you for your time. I appreciate you for not holding back and also being able to have these discussions, right?
Yeah.
These aren't the easiest things to talk about all the time. We don't want to just come on place and be like, yeah, check out my album, right?
Yeah.
But here we go. So first of all, thank you, dude. I want you to let them know where to find you at, where they can consume the body of music that you want them to look at, and don't forget to tell them about thewheelchairgoat.com. Okay? So that's your hard camera right there. Let them know where to find you and all the good stuff.
Yo, what's the deal? This is the Wheelchair Goat. You can find me on all social media platforms at Wheelchair Goat. Y'all can go get my new album and updates to anything that's going on with me at wheelchairgoat.com.
That's right. Our boy Marty D. All right.
Hold on, one more time. Pull it out. Pull that motherfucker out.
You didn't fuck this up so bad. All right.
And this is where you can find my man Marty's music.
Yes. You gotta
I
come
love
by
that,
that
bro.
like it's a bag
I
of weed.
love
All right.
that.
I gotta re-up, man.
I love that, bro.
In a town full of DSPs, it's still Ziploc bags.
Yeah, you hear me?
Man, you hear me?
Ooh, I liked that.
Church.
I
on
started off
church
with my-
on a Saturday.
On a bed.
All right.
All
you
right.
can't stay on the bitch. You gotta preach in
You
5
said it.
seconds.
Well,
You
listen,
supposed-
brother.
No, Pat. Okay.
My bitch is in the car. She's
you
pregnant.
know what? You know.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Hello.
This the worst pass
Hello.
we ever had. Go ahead.
What I said was the donkey is in the car impregnated.
That's a dog.
So that's what make her a bitch, huh?
I thought it was that's
dog,
That's
huh?
an ass bitch. A donkey is an
Well,
ass.
she is a dog ass bitch. Well, all right. Well, listen, I'm glad
Lord,
that you
don't
came
strike
here.
him down, your minister.
I'm so happy that you guys came out today for this
nigga
amazing.
got no sense, man.
Listen, you know what? Today is a come as you are day at church. Cause today I got my real crippin' friends with me. All right, it's a special occasion. I got my mitten friend,
You know what?
and I got my rolling low. All right, and we here. But listen, out of all that, when you wake up in the morning,
This
go get
church
some
is
hot
crazy.
water. Hit your face, get some cold water, hit your face, smack yourself 5 times, wake up, but get the crust out your eyes. And the connection line, make sure you're looking with both eyes because it's a grounding line that you need to attach. So when you do that, then you find yourself, yo. When you find yourself, then you can have conversations like this and empower, because it empowers you. When you empower you, you can empower anybody. And from the conversation, anything is possible.
Yeah.
Anything, no matter if you got a half a jam, if you don't have your legs, just in all seriousness, like it's people out here with the ability with things we don't have, y'all, and we are complaining.
Yeah, for sure.
Stop fucking complaining.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
You know,
go
Captain.
go make it happen.
Yeah.
This is the Cobain Report, and I love you. You ain't gotta love me back.
Yeah. No, that's real spill right there, bro. We want to thank Minister Suffragant Bishopless Pastor Cezah.
I'm not trying to be a bishop. I'm a suffragant elder.
Suffragant elder. So he went on Facebook and got a minister certificate.
He lying, bro. I went to the Universal.
When you watch the show, when you watch the show,
damn,
you gonna see his certificate.
I done told him I went on the internet. Damn.
You gonna see his certificate? It's a Church of the Universe or some shit. He got a certificate to preach, so I'll let him. You got to have your best friends. If you want to be a preacher, go on out there and preach then.
Hey, man, the link is in my bio.
If you want to get your $10 minister certificate too, we gonna get it to you on a USB card next. All right? We selling certificates for Jesus. Anyway, bruh, this has been an incredible show, dog. One thing Cezah said that definitely stood out to me. You want to ground yourself, right? In all things that you do, discipline is the key, right? Being consistent, grounding yourself and attaching yourself to what it is that you're supposed to be doing. I always say, it's people out here be like, I can't find a job or I can't do this. I'm like, you got a whole body. I don't have if you can't get it done with what God ain't blessed me with the whole jam.
Why you don't say it? You like, I ain't got a whole. What? You ain't got fingers, motherfucker?
Like your tooth. You ain't got a arm. So listen, at least I was born this way.
Come and lay hands on me real fast.
Your tooth.
Come and lay a palm on me.
Listen, we would like to thank you for stopping by this church. This has been another episode of the Cobain Report. You can follow him at Cezah. Follow me at Rocc_Cobain. Follow us at _Cobain_report. Music. Okay. TheCobainReport.com. Sign up for all the stuff. And as we always say, it's a wrap, bitch!
Tell by the way that I walk that I'm blessed. See the love I got in my flex. I'm so blessed.